Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Ball versus Cox.
Thank you, Jerome.
You're welcome.
Good day, everyone. Mr. Ball, you say that you were told by the defendant, Ms. Cox, that she could not get pregnant, and now she's claiming you fathered her daughter.
True, Your Honor.
You argue she was sleeping with multiple men at the time she conceived and say her best friend confirmed it.
Yes.
All right. Now, Ms. Cox, you claim that your other sexual relationships ended prior to sleeping with Mr. Ball.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you believe he is your daughter's father and plan to prove it today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Additionally, you are countersuing the plaintiff for $460 for an unpaid loan.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, Mr. Ball,
Yes.
how did you first hear that Ms. Cox was sleeping with multiple men?
Well, during the time of my incarceration, Your Honor, we were talking every day, morning, noon, night, we would talk every day, and maybe within the last 90 days of me, serving my time, I was getting letters from her best friend stating to me that she was sleeping with other men, going out with other men, and that everything wasn't, what I was being told. It wasn't what it seemed. So when I asked her about it, she told me there's nothing to worry about. Whatever, whatever was going on, it's done with. Don't worry about it. Well, when I got home, I asked her, is everything, done? Is it over with or whatever? She told me yes. I actually bumped into this guy at the grocery store.
Okay.
Now,
What happens?
As I bump into him outside, I'm asking him, hey, what's going on, man? I'm hearing things. I'm hearing that, you've been talking to my girl or whatever.
That's not true.
And she's sitting in the car, the same car that we were together in. Now, I'm sitting there talking to this gentleman. I'm asking him, like, what's going on? He's telling me, well, did you know that
That's
we
not true.
were
He
hanging,
didn't even
we were
know
talking?
who it was that I had relations with until after the grocery
I did know
store.
who it was.
And
So hold on, Ms. Cox, I need to clarify. While he was away, were you in a relationship with another man?
we was in a physical relationship. It wasn't like we weren't together,
Well,
nothing
So
like
it was
that.
a sexual relationship.
And he knew about this.
Did you tell Mr. Ball?
No.
Yes, I did. I wrote
No.
him a letter, and I told him everything that was
No.
going on, and he wrote back and still agreed to come home to me after hearing everything, as long as everything was put to a stop.
So why did he have to hear it from your best friend?
She beat me to the punch because,
Beat you to the
my
punch?
best friend at the time is his other child's mother,
Oh. That's
who also still has feelings for him and wanted him to come home to her.
But that has nothing to do with it. She was basically telling me, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm just letting you know before you come home and look like a fool to yourself and all your friends. So I told her, this is what I'm hearing. Now, what she says about it being just a physical thing, what I'm hearing is this guy was living there, he was
No, he
staying
wasn't.
there, he had
No, he
keys to the
wasn't.
place, she put
He
him
never
out
had
the
keys.
day before I came home.
No, I did not.
Now,
Mr. Ball, when you got home, did you have any other indication that she was cheating?
Yes,
No,
I did.
how was that when
Yes,
I was
I
with
did.
you every second
well,
of the day?
you were every second?
I was
so
with you every
you
second
forgot
of the
about the
day.
time
You
where I
were
dropped you off
using
at your
my car,
mom's? You
taking-
forgot about the time I dropped you off at your mom's
You
house
dropped
and we
me-
got into that big incident where I dropped you off at your mom's house, went and got my hair cut. Within a time of me going to get my hair cut, coming back and picking her
That's
up.
when the text messages
When I got her,
started
when I
with the
picked
other
her
guy.
up, she was already acting, shady, or may you have, and we came home, everything was fine. She said, I'm tired, I want to lay down. Well, when she laid down, her phone went off. I said, well, if she's sleeping, I'll answer, no problem, whatever. We don't have an issue with that. So I picked up the phone. It was over 100-something messages in that phone, and that's not just over a time period. This is over one day. So I'm looking at the messages. Come to find out, it's the same guy that's been going on from day one.
Because he contacted me.
Now, but did you respond?
Yes, I
Did you tell
responded.
that man
Yeah,
that you
I
loved
did.
that man?
Yeah, but who are you
Did you
talking
tell
to?
that man that you
Who
loved-
are
did
you
you
writing
tell
on
that
the
man that you
internet?
loved
Who are
that
you
man? So I
talking
asked
to?
her.
I
What
couldn't
did you
even touch
see
her phone.
So I
in the
asked her.
text messages?
So I seen that she was, telling him that she missed him. They wished that they were still talking. They wished that they were back together. Whoop-de-whoop.
And I
And
told him
I
I
love
loved him.
you. And I
Yep.
asked her. So I
She
asked her.
did.
She's admitting to that.
Right, but it's easy now.
Surely did.
But when I
But
asked
who
her,
was he
it was
telling
easy
he loved
to
at the same
deny.
time?
It was
What was
easy
he
to
doing
deny.
behind my
So
back?
did you have any other proof that she was still
Yeah,
cheating?
okay. One day I was at home on the internet, grabbing pictures off of our computer, and I pull up a picture, not one picture, but
But you knew
multiple
I was
pictures.
hanging out with the guy. He
multiple
knew about
pictures
the guy.
Of her, and not only just that guy, another guy.
No, it
and
was all the same
another
guy.
guy. And I
It was all
asked
the
her
same
about
guy.
it.
So let me ask you this. What was in the pictures?
Her arms around guys, kissing around guys.
No, it
and
wasn't
I'm
no
asking
pictures
her.
like that. And the pictures were deleted. They were in the recycling
No,
bin.
I
He was
deleted them.
looking for a
I
reason to
deleted them.
argue.
So
And
you're saying
weren't
that
even
was your
uploaded-
past?
The pictures were not even uploaded to the computer by me. They were uploaded by his child, the mother of his other child.
Your best friend.
Right. That you slept with behind my back.
Not at all.
Yes, you did.
Not at all.
Yes, you did.
Not at all.
my supposed to be best friend at the time, was living with us, and she was sleeping with him and his cousin at the same time. And she got pregnant and lied to me the whole time she was pregnant that the baby was not his, it was his cousin's. When the baby finally did come back to be his, when the baby was like 6 or 7 months old, that's when she finally broke down and told me. And you know what? I was still her friend, and I was still there for his child, taking care of his child, stepping up, doing what you weren't.
How was that?
How wasn't it?
How was that?
How wasn't it? How wasn't it? She lived with me. I took care of her because he was too lazy to get up off of his butt to go and get a job.
So when I first came home, I wasn't looking for a job. When I was with her, when we were looking for a job, she was sitting right outside the place texting a dude.
One place.
Sitting down there texting me.
An application. And
with
because
you,
I was texting another guy, because I was texting another guy while he was in the place filling out a job application, that was his excuse to stop looking for a job.
I thought I wasn't looking for a job.
Wait a minute, let's get some order. Now, you all going off and just talking about a whole bunch of nothing now. This is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. But we do know you were intimate after he got home. That's why we're here today, because at some point you find out you're pregnant.
Right.
Yeah, he slept with me unprotected the day that he came home, and during intercourse told me he wanted me to get pregnant.
Okay, well, she also made sure that she didn't tell me anything about her being pregnant until after the fact of me dropping her off at work.
I didn't know I was pregnant.
She told me that before I dropped her off, when I dropped her off, I turned the corner. Before I even turned the corner from getting gas, my phone's ringing and it's her.
I was nervous.
I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. We were
okay, but Mr. Ball, what is the big deal that she didn't tell you while she was riding with you until after she got to work?
From what I heard from her still best friend, you know, at the time,
that
she was, you know, running around, oh, I'm pregnant. He gonna do this for mine. He gonna do that for mine.
I didn't.
Also hearing, you know, why would you wait until
I
drop you off at work?
You came back across the street.
Why would I drop you off at work and you not tell me?
Are you suggesting to the court that she was pregnant even before you came home?
No, because he's the one that wanted me to take the pregnancy test, but I wasn't late on my period yet. So I told him, I said, I don't feel that I'm pregnant. I don't feel different. He's the one that kept telling me, yeah, I think you're pregnant. I think you're pregnant.
With all the evidence piling up on top of everything, why would you not want to be upfront with me about you think that you could even be pregnant?
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So, Ms. Cox, when your daughter, Gabby, was born, was Mr. Ball there?
Yes, ma'am, he was. Yes, ma'am, he did. My water broke February 10, 2010 during intercourse with Mr. Ball, and he drove me to the hospital. He was there the whole 3 days I was in the hospital. He drove me home from the hospital, and we stayed with him. He never expressed to me in the hospital that he had doubt or anything. These are pictures of him and me and my daughter, Gabby, at the hospital after she was born.
Jerome, can you grab this evidence for me, please?
He never expressed to me that he had any doubt at all whatsoever. And when it came down to signing the birth certificate, he wouldn't. And he would not sign the birth certificate because he said he wanted to make it hard for me with child support.
Why would I tell you I wanted to make it hard for you?
And I offered a DNA test in the hospital.
I want to make it hard for you, but yet I'm there.
I offered him a DNA test in the hospital. He didn't want it. He didn't want it. I offered him DNA. I made appointments for DNA tests and have been on my way to pick this man up.
But yet I'm there.
On my way to pick Mr. Ball up for the DNA test. He wants to give me stories. Oh, we don't need the DNA test. Why did you stay in the hospital for 3 days? Why did you, if you felt you had doubt, why didn't we take care of this 3 years ago?
You never told me that that's not my daughter.
No, I have not. Oh, yeah,
Mr.
in anger. Yes, I have, in anger.
These photos she presented, you look like a proud daddy. You look very happy. What in the world changed all this?
It's just with the fact of everything that has added up over the years. Her herself telling me, I don't think that, you know, this is not your child. When we get into arguments, it's not my child. When we're fine and we're dandy and everything's okay, that's my baby.
I have not said that to him in years.
But you have said it to him before?
Yes, I have said it to him. Yes, I have.
Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you something. Once you tell a man that a child is not his, it's going to always be a source of doubt. Mr. Ball, you've brought 2 witnesses. I'd like to hear from your first witness. Please stand, ma'am. State your name for the court.
Brittany McDonald. I'm his fiance.
All right. What do you know about this situation?
I know that from when me and him got together, it was right away an issue. The first day he came down my house, she showed up at my house. She was outside honking her horn, screaming, crying. He had to actually leave.
Ms. McDonald.
She's the reason why
Why do you think Ms. Cox is claiming that Mr. Ball is her child's father?
I feel like the child is just a pawn to get him back. Everything is about him and her. It's not about the baby.
Never.
It's always about Jesse and Brittany.
No, it's not. Your Honor, I have
But the
text
doubt is
messages
still
from this
there.
woman where she is telling me she made him open his eyes and realize that Gabby is not his child. I have the text messages right here, Your Honor. And I have the
never said
messages.
that.
Will you hand me that?
I have the messages from her where she's telling me he only wants something to do with me and Gabby when they're broken up. So,
All
anyways.
right, let me read these from Brittany, and that would be Ms. McDonald. You talk so much, shut up. He don't want nothing to do with you or Gabby till me and him break up. He don't want nothing to do with Gabby because I finally made him open his eyes and see through your lies. He don't even care about Gabby because everyone knows she ain't his.
And that was while they were
first
broken
message
up.
I did write.
That was
The
while
second
they were
one I
broken
did
up.
not write.
Because I was
first
with
one I
Mr.
did write.
Ball, and she couldn't bear
For
the
3
fact
days.
that we were together. So instead of texting Mr. Ball's phone, she started texting my phone.
Okay, Ms. McDonald, thank you so much. You may be seated. Mr. Ball, you have another witness.
Yes.
Ms. Montgomery, please stand and step up to the podium. All right, so you are Mr. Ball's
Mother. Yes.
Please, mother, enlighten the court. What do you know about this situation?
It's been going on for years. They were teenagers when they met. It was innocent, cute, fun. There was no babies, but, you know, it's just a lot of anger. I don't like the fact that, you know, my granddaughter, that's what I call, she calls me G-May, that's short for Grandma Erica.
Your Honor, I don't even know why she's going to
Hold
stand
on,
up here
let
and
her
act emotional.
speak.
She didn't even meet my
Let
daughter.
her speak. What is your emotion about?
I wasn't there because it was about her attitude toward me, and it involved my son, and it made things bitter with us. And I chose not to be there. You know, the aggression has always been toward her and me. So I tried to work it out, be a grandmother, and not be so hostile. But, you know,
She's never been a grandmother to my child, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay.
Never.
Do you believe your son is Gabriella's father?
I don't know, because when I did come into the picture, I accepted it.
It is your belief that this is your grandchild, and
Yes.
your hopes for today is that the DNA testing proves
I want
that.
closure. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I do.
Thank you so much. You may be seated. All right, so Ms. Cox, you've also brought your mother. Ma'am, please stand and step up to the podium. Now, Ms. Cox, I know you struggle a bit with your voice.
Yes.
And so,
Prepared a statement.
wonderful. I will read that for you. Thank you, ma'am. This is a statement that you've prepared. Dear Judge Lake, what I especially don't like is how he, and that would be Mr. Ball, has treated my daughter and family after all we've done for him. When he got out of prison, he stayed with me for 3 months rent-free, and he didn't lift a finger. I really saw his true colors in December of 2011 when he kicked my daughter and grandbaby out in the snow with all their gifts. I'm not being racist, but he knows he can get away with this because these girls are white and more submissive.
No.
He would never try this
No.
with a black girl.
No.
He wouldn't.
Respectfully, Linda Cox.
Where was the respect there?
Wow.
Your Honor, as she just stated that I couldn't get away with it with a black girl, I've had plenty of black girls.
No, he has not.
Plenty.
No, he
and
has not.
I have had a black woman who thought that she was pregnant by me. She had twins. Come
Because
to
he
find
had
out
doubt.
they weren't mine.
So-
because I had doubts.
If
because
he
she
has
got
doubt
into
about
it
my
she got in
child, why did he
trouble.
wait 3 years?
But
She got
I
in
want to bring
trouble.
this back to Gabrielle. You still wanted to step up to the plate just in case this child was yours. Is
Right.
that your contention?
Yes. Yes.
It's never about my child. It's always about me because we were just sleeping together a week ago.
A week ago?
What?
Yeah, a week ago. We were
week
just
ago?
at your mother's house sleeping together a week ago.
week ago?
Wait
Were
a
we
minute.
or were we not, Miss
At
Montgomery?
her mother's house.
At his mother's house,
week
yes.
ago? A week
A
ago?
week ago, yes.
You were at his mother's
A
house?
week ago. No.
Yes,
No.
we were. Yes,
No.
we were.
A week ago?
A week ago.
No.
Might have been like 9 days ago,
No.
a week and a half ago.
No. During that
Mr.
time, Your Honor,
Ball.
it was not 9 days ago, Your Honor. But
Yes, it
yes,
was,
we
Your
were
Honor.
intimate. We were intimate. But
Within
it
the
was,
last 2
we
weeks.
were.
We
It
were
was within
intimate
the last
over
2
5
weeks, Your Honor.
times.
That is true. But we were not.
9 days, 2
2 weeks.
weeks. The bottom line.
Right.
Because
Yes.
we were
You
together
were
for 2
intimate
weeks.
with her
Yes, Your Honor.
recently.
Yes, Your Honor.
And just a few weeks ago, about a month and a half ago, I helped him with money for child support for his other daughter so that he wouldn't go to jail, so he wouldn't be incarcerated. And these are the text messages from him asking me for the money and telling me that he would pay me back.
Jerome, please hand me that. And this is the basis of your countersuit. Is there any way you could help me out with a little money so I don't go to jail when I go to court? If you could help, I'd be grateful and appreciated, but you know I'd pay it all back when I get this money.
He's referring
Make
to...
sure you put it all in writing and I will sign it so you know I am for real. I'll pay it back. Thanks again for your help.
So
How much money did he ask for?
$460.
Mr. Ball, did she give you $460?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you pay her back?
no, Your Honor, no.
He still to this day doesn't work. I've even tried helping him get a job. I was working at a fast food restaurant and tried to get him a job. He
Get
won't
off
work.
onto one of your tangents, I would like to rule on your countersuit.
Okay.
You have stated that he asked you for a loan. You agreed to it. You stated that he promised to pay you back. You agreed to it, and there is evidence here in writing that you agreed to pay her back.
Yes.
So it is the
But-
judgment of
Over
this court
$35,000 in
that
arrears.
you do owe her $460.
Okay.
And it needs to be paid within 60 days. Are we clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
This judgment is for the defendant.
Okay.
Now, let's move on to the paternity results. Jerome, the envelope, please.
Here you go, Your Honor.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Ball versus Cox, when it comes to 3-year-old Gabrielle, it has been determined that Mr. Ball, you are her father. Is that the news you wanted?
Yes.
So understand this. Whatever the doubt has stopped you, blocked you from doing, from fully committing, from fully taking responsibility, that excuse is gone now.
Right.
And you're her daddy, her father, and she's counting on you.
Your Honor, can I
Have you
say
found a
something?
job yet?
No. No.
You need to find one. Are we clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Cox, you have worn me out this afternoon. Woo! You just gunning and running your mouth and talking so much, nobody want to be around you.
It's because it's been going on for too long.
This is my point. But now we have the results. The excuses are no more. Take a breath. Breathe in the new truth that we have realized today and accept that as the seed for a fresh start. Okay? Court is adjourned.
It's not going to be easy with him, but I'm going to have to make it work because, you know, she is his child. That's her father.
Judge Lauren Lake, she's a very fair, honest person. You know, she saw it. She didn't just see it one way. She saw it both ways.
No, I do not plan on to have sex with him anymore.